Well, hello there! Our efforts deserve praise. I'm not at my best. A fascinating variable. It's hard to solve a problem when the laws of nature and physics no longer apply. Victor's meddling in the time stream never ends well for anyone, especially him. I seem to be on a roll! I've located a sniper. I've seen wonders out there in the cosmos few humans will ever behold. If we want to end this, we're going to need our most brilliant minds on the case. My inventions have saved worlds, but the best thing I ever built was my family. Now for something truly fantastic! Yes, it seems your legacy survives well into the future, Tony. Keep your tentacles to yourself, Namor. It's a rare occasion when you and I see things the same way, Namor. I expected as much, which is why I was hoping to talk to Shuri. This should limit any damage. Not healing properly. It's on us to secure the area. Certainly not the outcome I expected. Are you sure? What if Hydra implanted something inside of you? These creatures may be the spawn of Monstro. With full access to the information here, I could solve everything. In time. You've made me believe in magic, Stephen. I'm on the rebound. Attacking here seems logical. This entire biome is writhing with life. I can't wait to take some samples. We've been discovered. My resistance is down. No time to waste. We have to deliver this underground. That was simple. We're vastly outnumbered. Noted. That should limit Moon Knight's power. Thank you. There's a solution for every problem if you just look hard enough. This Ankh is radiating supernatural energy. The longer we take, the more the odds shift against Wakanda. Doom would probably say something similar. Double the fun! Quite the clever shortcut, Stephen. You actually posted it on social media right after and tagged like everyone, remember? And Silver Surfer doesn't have a handle, by the way. Although theoretically Power Cosmic should give him access to any form of info network in the universe. Ha ha! How unexpected! Null is the end of everything. We can't let him win. When scientific resolutions prove insufficient, giant fists do come in handy. Oh, it's fantastic, King T'Challa. Your sister's data on astronomy is unparalleled. We're wasting precious time. Calculated! This should keep me going. I suppose so. They have a tactical advantage, a sniper. A predictable outcome. I'm not quite ready. Keep stretching. Herbie must complete his program. No more delays. Dracula used the Darkhold to bend the laws of nature themselves. Not so fast, friend. I've neutralized the spider bots. We can't risk losing control of this location. An Ankh, it must belong to Moon Knight. The numbers aren't in our favor. I'm less than optimal. Huh, an army of artificial arachnids. T'Challa, is the Empire everything you ever wanted? You're really going to make me say it out loud, aren't you? Count on us to clear a safe path, Spider-Zero. A time stream reintegration device may be our only hope to mend the damage the Dooms have caused. Success! Ha! Squared! This sacred carving of Bast must reach its destination. I'd like to run a few tests on you when this is all over, James. Susan! I don't know if I can go on without you. These spiders, what a fascinating design. Any assistance would be welcome. Let's accelerate this vehicle's progress. I'll never forgive myself for this, Susan. Ha ha! A futile attempt. The Nexus is close. We mustn't give up now. Reed Richards, ready for adventure. Finally bouncing back. This may be one problem I can't solve through brain power alone. Appreciate it. Is this vehicle capable of moving any faster? An entire galactic empire of your own? I'm impressed, T'Challa. If anyone can manage that, Adam, it's you. I feel fantastic. Learn from your failure. Well, we could use a voice like yours while we try to solve this Darkhold dilemma. I hate to admit it, but science alone might not get us through this one. We need to secure this location. I've shut down Rocket's beacon. I'm invulnerable. Fascinating. Perhaps Hulk could have bested me, but not you, Bruce. This isn't science, it's torture. I suppose this version of you does have its benefits, Bruce. Band together! Our sniper may think twice before trying that again. That sniper shouldn't be bothering us again. I certainly didn't predict that. This location is worth observing. A shame. We're running out of options. And time. I've been working on a cure, but nothing viable yet, I'm afraid. There are more of them than I anticipated. Quite the collaboration. I've eliminated 5 of them. You look stronger than that. Losing is not an acceptable outcome. Feeling fantastic. We can cause significant damage here. Winning isn't always about hitting harder. Sometimes it's about thinking harder. I'm glad you're here, Bruce. We could use someone with your special skills. I'm afraid your rule has come to an end, T'Challa. The only way we win this is together. We need to come up with a formula to reverse the vampiric effects on innocent civilians. Ha-ha! A choice between 2 dooms is not much of a choice at all. After all these years, you still find ways to impress me, Susan. I've located an enemy. We need to reach that nexus point for the sake of all realities. This is where we fight back. You should have known better. Everything eventually ends. I'm here to make sure this is not the day that it does. Rocket's beacon won't be a concern anymore. It's a shopping mall, Tony. That's a far more permanent solution than I'm willing to consider. That was unusually satisfying. The supernatural threat is abated. My ultimate goal is simple. Solve everything. So, let's get started. Fantastic! Shield activated! This is the best place to strike. No hard feelings. Let's regroup. If Doom can do it, we certainly can too. Not this time. We must push forward if we hope to prevail. Your failure was inevitable. I've located a nest of synthetic spiders. Our opponents are at this location. I would advise using caution here. Namor's reinforcements, I presume. I'll carry on our work, Tony. You have my word. Ha-ha! Can't seem to recover. If Null has the means to slay a Celestial, we don't stand much of a chance. My friend Ben taught me that one. Greetings. That's one down. We need to get Herbie to Avengers Tower at once. Prodigious! We need to regroup elsewhere. Something isn't right. The gods may not be on our side, but we won't let that stop us. Would you still love me if I said, not yet? Well, I have some ideas, but as a man of science, I've learned to admit that some forces are beyond my comprehension or control. I knew Wakanda was technologically advanced, but what you built here is astounding. We don't need anyone's blessing to reach the finish line. Dr. Richards here. Set up your defenses here. I become vulnerable. Ha! That almost hurt. I'm willing to explore any advantages we have available, Stephen. I've heard you have a background in computer science. Is that correct? Directly behind you. Sorry about that. What I'm doing is clearly working. I'm afraid there's still no evident scientific solution to our vampire problem. Not your best effort, I'm afraid. We have what it takes to succeed. Sorry, Rocket, I couldn't let that amplifier stay online. An exponential boost. Some sort of advanced assault cannon. Excellent. If we fail T'Challa, we risk failing everyone. No, but when you think about it, what could be more romantic than saving the universe side by side? I've spotted one of our adversaries. Well, I suppose it's never a bad thing to give some other muscles a stretch. Like brand new. Ah, now I see why Susan insisted I bring my sonic wave generator. This environment is quite destructible. I need help to recover. They're coming from behind. I've got you. We have quite a battle ahead of us. Do not let them claim this site. I prefer less violent solutions, Frank. Next time I won't be so kind. We can't stand down yet. It's good to know our goals are aligned. Namor, you deserved far better than that, Peter. I'm sorry. Actually, I was hoping you could offer your opinion on my designs, Peter. I'm afraid not. Rocket's amplifier's been dismantled. By the time you decide to give Bruce control again, it may be too late. Whoa! Rocket's beacon has been dealt with. If we want to solve this crisis, we'll need to put our differences aside. A shield, perfect. A long-range shooter, smart. Let me return the favor. One of Dr. Strange's portals. They can't be allowed to seize control. I was hoping it wouldn't come to that, T'Challa, but you may be right. This should come in handy. I assure you I took no pleasure in that, Peter. I'm not ready to give up yet. What Hydra is doing here is unethical by any standard. Careful, cephalopods are quite intelligent. Time for a tactical retreat. I would appreciate some help. That amplifier won't be of much use to them now. The Ank's power's been neutralized. Indeed. We could really use a mind like Dr. Banner's right about now. Some additional acceleration would be ideal. You can count on us, Spider. Steven is bending the fabric of space. Science! Reinvigorated and ready. I have complete faith in your ability to complete this mission, Herbie. I'm impressed myself. As would I, my dear. As would I. Ha ha! Have you ever considered using those talents to save the universe instead? Science alone may not be enough to win us this battle, Steven. I hope so, but solving a problem this big will push me to my mental limits. This future is even more fascinating than I could have imagined. The Punisher's turret is no longer in service. Damage resistance increased. We have to see this through to the end. That turret is unusually large, even for you, Frank. Hello. Speak my wife's name and you'll find our alliance will be over far sooner than you anticipated. The odds weren't in your favor. You're likely to find our enemies here. Good work, Susan. A shame to destroy such advanced spider tech. Ha ha! Problem solved! Mr. Fantastic, standing by. What a relief! A force field! A trio of threats removed. I've lost control. 3 opponents neutralized. Your ego got in your way, Tony. As always. I still need time to stretch. In a situation as unpredictable as this, it's important to remain flexible. You know the program, Herbie. Let's get you to the tower. The turret can't harm us any longer. If I had a quantum converter, I could build us a device capable of... I believe Ben has that covered, but thank you anyway. Bring their progress to a halt. Perhaps you should do your own fighting, Namor. Almost ready. To be honest, Namor, that was a long time coming. I could use some aid. Not even Ben could hurt me. Trouble has arrived. The fate of this realm depends on our success. I'm more resilient than you think. The sniper has been removed from play. Ben would be so proud. And celestial armor is forged from a cosmic equivalent of the same metal. The Punisher has assembled quite the weapon. I won't rest until this is solved. T'Challa, Tony and I are working on something big, but we can't do it alone. That's 3. Stretched too thin. Let's deliver this essence beneath the surface and end Null's reign for good. This crisis is stretching me to my limits, and that's saying something. Clobbering time indeed. My power level is nearly sufficient. Even in the face of cosmic cataclysm, every one of us can make a difference. A rousing success. It must be hard to know that Hydra is still a threat, after all you did to stop them during the war. Let's hope they're still using Tony's name for good after all these years. We're moving too slowly, but we won't fail you, Zero. I've reached my full potential. Double the failure. I thought the Wakanda on Earth was ahead of its time, but this... We need to reduce their momentum. A waste of innocent sea life. We've got to look out for one another. The spider bots have been exterminated. Together, we can accomplish anything. Let's just hope 2 more don't grow back in their place. Time isn't working in our favor. There's still more work to be done. T'Challa has put his faith in us. Null's return is imminent unless we act now. Ha ha! Is there any chance you could absorb this darkness into the dark force dimension? Onward to the World Tree! We earned this. Not just Spider-Men. Each parallel universe contains its own variation on every single one of us. In fact, I've met hundreds of versions of myself. I've done the math, Zero. There is no room for failure. Well, that changes things. That's quite the complex suit for such a young girl to operate. I'm impressed. My hypothesis was correct. You failed. No need to worry about me. By my estimates, 5 to 10 years. Even I have trouble fully grasping the majesty of this place. Indeed, which is exactly why I think your skills are of better use to us elsewhere. This site is essential to our efforts. An ancient Egyptian artifact. Interesting. Sorry, but I'll put my faith in science over sorcery any day, Loki. The same as always, Adam. A universal truth that can unite us all and bring an end to this madness. I'm as strong as Ben. Hey! Ha! Hey!